NFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. 2-1 loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll buy some time right.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Mahomes now on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them down, and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Sliding out of the pocket. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. He juked him, and he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. Touchdown. Travis Kelsey. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Chargers, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A gain of 3, second down.
2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Herbert on first down now. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gain that time for the Chargers. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert. He'll buy some time right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Flushed out right. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man?
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 4 yards remain for second down. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal.
Herbert escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Donald Parham as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Chiefs 14, Chargers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
27-yard line.
From the 27, Mahomes being chased out left. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off with great anticipation.
And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 31, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Mahomes firing complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Running on first down, Eckler. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action. It's Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it and picked up by the Chargers. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
On their side of midfield at the 47. Rolling to his right. Allen's got it, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's caught left side by Hardman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Throwing, Herbert. Finding Allen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert. He's got Eckler. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second and 6.
Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Mahomes will throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Mahomes to throw it. Flushed out right. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that